This right here, maybe some of my tractor friends could help me out. I'm going to guess is an old school Wisconsin engine. Man, I could be wrong. It could be a Briggs. I don't know. The identification tab is torn completely off, but it kind of looks like a Wisconsin to me. It's got the old magneto distributor and an old oil bath air filter. But that was on my power buggy here. And I'm doing a Predator swap right now. Got the 8-horse 301cc Predator there from Harbor Freight. Is on sale. And you can see that with the V-style engine there on the horizontal shaft configuration, it's giving me a little bit of an issue right there with the clutch spacing, but nothing more than just belt distance. So I'm going to have a belt that's 3 to 4 inches longer overall. Give me 1.5 inches to clear that clutch face right there where you can see the exhaust manifold is coming out, tapping it. You know, I could go up with some spacers and raise the engine up, but I want to just get it away because you can see the old pedestal there where the original engine was, and there's quite a bit of distance, you know, for the Predator to come back. It needs to come back overall. But I decided to go this way because I'm sure this thing was well used, and I didn't want to sink a bunch of money into this thing here, worrying about, you know, the magneto and rebuilding the carburetor, when I'd have, you know, probably a good $100 in parts and a few hours in labor, and then tweaking it after I got it back in just to find out that possibly the rings are out of it. You know what I mean? So I went ahead for $229, bought this brand new Predator engine, which is basically a Chinese copy of the Honda. And there's a bunch of YouTube reviews, and about all of them are positive. So I'm going to take a chance on this one. The way I figure it is, if this motor's junk, it has a warranty on it. I can take it back, get my money back, and, you know, piss around with this thing later. But my money's on this thing here being a beast, because I've heard some really good stories about them. I've had the Hondas, and they are good engines. So that's my swap here on my Whiteman WBS11 power buggy. I'm gonna do that swap, get a little bit longer snowmobile belt here for this centrifugal clutch, move this engine this away a little bit. But friends, if you're thinking about doing that, if you're thinking about doing a Predator swap or a Honda swap on your horizontal shaft Briggs, Kohler, or Wisconsin, I always consider that the new Honda and the new Predator engines are a V-style engine, so you have a lot more mass going this way than instead of straight up and down. So you have to factor that in if you have linkage, or if you have frame rails, or if you have anything going to where it's going to interfere with that. Luckily for me, I think just an extended belt is going to solve the problem. But I'll be real glad to get this thing going and start using it on my jobs. It's going to be a lifesaver. And man, we work hard in the landscaping business. Believe me, it's a lot of hard manual labor. And a machine like this that will do the job of a wheelbarrow in an animated sense, to where you don't have to piss around with manpower moving material. My guess is this thing here will move at least 1/3 of a ton of material in one shot. So that's going to be awesome to have this sucker going. I'll bet you if I had that belt, it would be going today. But it's freezing out here. It's like 92 degrees out here at Honky Tonk Manor, so I'm just kind of taking my time. But I'll give you an update when she's rolling out.
See ya.